Right, well, another day in paradise. We can't get the scoreboard to work, so I'm going to be keeping my own tallies up here, and if you're not scared, I am. So we're going to have a little change up in the rules for today. Oh, the scoreboard turned on. I don't know if that's a good thing. It buzzed. You might have heard it, you might not have, who's to say. Just realized how much louder that music was than me. But today, welcome to day 2 of the 2022 Rock Invitational. The brackets on your screen. I made this literally in 5 minutes, so if it's not glorious, I apologize, but I'm doing what I can. We're going to have a running timer, 1 hour time slots for each of these games. At 12:30, we'll take a 30-minute break for lunch, and we ride on. They're trying to fix the scoreboard right now. It wasn't working whenever we walked into the building, and they're getting it to flash on and flash off a little bit. They got the buzzer to sound off once, but if it does not work, I will be keeping the running time on my end for you guys to look at. Line judges for this game going to be Jacob Good, Hannah Good, and referee Ann in the stand, referee Lou on the floor. And it'll be a good one. 8:30 game, Grove City and Heritage. Going to be a wild one to be sure. Grove City not able to clinch that second place spot last night against the First Baptist Eagles. And so they're looking for a little vengeance here this afternoon, or I guess this morning. It's 8:30 in the morning. Another full day of volleyball action coming courtesy of me in the booth, Gabriel Eisler, on side with the rest of us here at the Slippery Rock Sports Network. It's just me. I just like to feel included in a group. But yeah, we're gonna be looking at it for the long haul right now. And we're gonna see how well I can keep an hour timer running. But we're gonna see what happens. I'm gonna try my best, and that's all I can promise you here this afternoon on the Sportsnet. Can't promise quality, but I can promise I will try. But they have the little card flippers there on the table to keep the score over on their end. I have the score on your screen, so we don't really have to worry about that. As long as I stay on top of it, we'll be fine. But I can't promise that I'll stay on top of it because, well, you remember yesterday. But Jacob Good, left side line judge. Hannah Good, right side line judge. Heritage on the right, Grove City on the left. Referee Lou making sure everybody's in their rotation spots. And whenever they're ready, we'll jump down to it. I'd like to apologize to the Heritage Patriots. Number 2, I was told, was Megan Lacey. She's not Megan Lacey. It's Anna Mitchell. I'm going to be trying to keep track of that as we start off here. And we'll jump ahead of the action here a little bit. Mia Severson here with the first serve, able to get that one up and over. Good set by Maurer. Up top, then that one goes out of bounds off the back line, and we have ourselves point 1 coming back for the Heritage Patriots. 1-0. Here we go. First serve already in the books. Bound to be a good one here today. Sophia Kuzmi here, the serve. Number 7. Line drive serve, kept alive there by Clara. Topside Charlotte. Melvin again to finish that down the straight on the line, and it is 1-1 now here in the first. Playing a best of 3, 25, 25, and 15, I believe. We cap out at 27s and 17. That scoreboard is going to be a running task today, as they're going to go out and hit it with the testometer, some might call it. Others would call it just the meter. Thank you to Keith Eisler, by the way, for fixing the lifts. We, after the last home game here in Slippery Rock, we walked into the building. We had the meter in our hands. We tested continuity about every nook, every cranny you can possibly think of for this lift. And without this lift, this broadcast would be a much worse. I guarantee you that. So thank you to him. He's going to go outside and try to fix the scoreboard now, and we'll see if he can do just that. 3-1's our score. Good service there by, I believe that was Rayla, and we have ourselves another Heritage point. 4-1 now on the board. Heritage starting off solid. Rayla Zapsik. Good right-handed service up and across. Kept alive there by Severson. Off of Baumgartner. Top side, Claire Melvin throws it up, but that is going to land off that near side. And that third touch, not exactly what she wanted in that bag. 5-1's our tally here in the first. Good serve there by Rayla. Kept alive there by Severson. Dumped off. No, the net says no. And it's now 6-1. Patriots feeling pretty good about it. One step at a time. This building is quite warm this morning. Rayla Zapsik here with a good serve up and across. Diving play out of bounds off that far side by Lily. Little conversation of whether that was going to be in or not. Grove City calling a timeout. It's 7-1 when we come back here in the first. And let's take a look at the schedule and go over what we got going on today. At 8:30, we have the Grove City Griffins taking on the Heritage Patriots, which is right now. Coming up next, Harvest, CCSI. Going to be a good one. CCSI later in the day had a much better time whenever it came to the games at hand. Could be the strength of the opponent, could not be. Who's to say? That's all up for speculation. But when later games in the day, they started playing much more fabulously. And so I got faith in the CCSI Eagles, maybe to pull an upset here, if not in the first round, maybe down in the loser's bracket later on in the afternoon hour. But whichever one of these teams on the court wins, sure to be a good game. We're back on the court here for game 2. Rayla Zapsik to resume serving. Good service up and across. Good handle there by Severson. Baumgartner top side. Clara Melvin here with the right hand. Looking for the snap on the back line. Alyssa gets a touch, but that's going to be it. Grove City with 2. Cicely Reitnauer. Good service up and across. Kuzmi. Yakimiv now on the near side. Maurer there to throw that one over the shoulder. Off the hand of Charlotte. Thrown back over there on that front side by Clara Melvin. Yakimiv top side. Looks for a handle there by Kyla Zapsik to finish that one. Severson. Baumgartner. Finds Clara there with a tip up and across. Scores! And it's now 3-7. Good service there by Cicely. Gets a hand on that one. Is Kuzmi, but not enough to get that one back to the setter. And here we are sitting high, sitting mighty. 4-7 on the board. Well, I guess not on the board. You get what? You catching my driftwood. Service there by Reitnauer. Goes off Kuzmi to that front line. Finds his way off Yakimiv to the near side to Maurer with a left-hand attack. And that is out of bounds, the call. Here's Cicely again. Kuzmi with a hand on that one. Yakimiv near side finds Maurer to throw that one up and across. Cicely goes up Baumgartner. Claire Melvin there with an attack. Scores! And they're starting to run it back. One's the gap on the board here in game 1 of this best of 3. If you're just tuning in, we're playing to 25, capped out at 27 here for the first 2 games. Good service up and across. Both teams getting 1 timeout per set. Yakimiv blocked away. Claire Melvin says hello. Cicely Reitnauer there, that serve up over, and that's a point for the Grove City Griffins. $15 in. It's 8-7 Griffins. Cicely Reitnauer there serving that one up and across. Goes off Rayla. Kept alive there by Alyssa. Finished off there by Rayla Zapsik on that back line. Baumgartner over to Catherine Melvin to finish that one off. Kuzmi, Yakimiv near side. Maurer with the left hand. Kept alive there by Severson on the back line. Finds Baumgartner. Back center. Melvin there with a touch up and across. First name Clara. Rayla goes off the near side. Nobody there with that secondary touch. And the gap has grown to 2. Several unanswered points. Grove City Griffins now lead by 2, 9-7 here in game 1. Good serve up and across. And that one goes out of bounds. Off the defense. Grove City getting fired up, carrying that momentum like a torch in the Olympics. Right now, there with a great serve, diving play with that return. Rayla Zapsik on that back line. Baumgartner top, looking center. That one comes over. Yakimov not able to win the joust, and that comes back to the Grove City corner. 11 now for the Griffins, 7 for the Patriots. Service there by Sicily. Thrown back up by Alyssa off of Yakimov near side. Maurer here with the left hand. Blocked down. Kept alive by Maurer. Kept alive and returned by Kasherzon off that near side front. Baumgartner center. Claire with an attack. Scores! And they're finding a way to nickel and dime the Patriots right out of the competition. It's 12 on the board and a 5-point gap. Grove City feeling pretty good about it. Good service there by Sicily right now. That's in bounds! Sicily do it again. Kuzmi off Rayla. Thrown up and across there by Yakimov. Hits the net, and that one does not get the pass go. Timeout substitution called. Purcell coming out to play for the first time here in day 2, taking off that warm-up jersey, ready to rock, ready to roll in spot of Yakimov on that front side. Sicily right now, we're here to serve the 14-7 game. Gets that one up and across. Goes off Alyssa, back to the front side. Set near side by Purcell. Maurer here with a left-handed attack off that near side. Kept alive there by Severson. Thrown over by Clara Melvin. Goes off Kuzmi. Purcell top side. Right-hand attack into the deep zone. And that one kept alive by Severson. Charlotte there to throw that one over. And that hits the floor. 15-7. Now the gap. Sicily with a great serve. Kept alive by Kuzmi. Off the near side, Purcell finds Maurer to bump it up, but not across. And things are just unraveling here for Heritage. Timeout called by the Heritage Patriots. We got 30 seconds to burn. Both teams already using their timeout, so it's whatever happens after this will be what we stand with. Thank you for tuning into the Slippery Rock Sports Network today. We got a good one here for you. First, Grove City and Heritage. After this will be Harvest and CCSI. Then winners will go on to play the first and second seed at 10 and 11:30, or 10:30 and 11:30. All right, no timeouts remaining. Let's see what we got. 9's the gap. Sicily with a good serve. Kuzmi off Purcell, near side. Maurer here with a left-hand attack. Slings it over softly and gently and sings it a lullaby into the night. It's now 8-16. And they're taking one step closer back to the redemption arc. Ellie Purcell, number 20 to serve. Purcell with a great service there off that near side. That's a touch off the near side, and that lands outside the lines. Grove City 8 away from closing this one out. I can do math. It just takes a while. Kuzmi front and center. Alyssa here with a dump off. Hits the net in the process, and that one will come back to the Grove City side from the result. And it is now 18-8. Alyssa Kasherzon got with her hand in the cookie jar. Clara Melvin there with a good service off that near side. Kuzmi finds his way off Alyssa to throw that one up and across. Right-hand attack there coming off of Catherine Melvin on that front line, number 14 in green. Left hand by Maurer. Kept alive by Baumgartner. Severson here with a right hand to the deep zone. Goes off Kuzmi. Kept alive to the front. Finds a bump over top of the netting there by Alyssa. That's a touch off the far side, and that lands off the deep end. 19 on the board for Grove City. We're playing a 25 cap at 27 here in the first 2 games. Service there by Clara Melvin, and that's out of bounds. The call by the near side line judge, Hannah Good. Good service there by Kyla Zapsik, thrown up towards the net, but not across, and they will find point 10 in their favor. 29 serves into it. Here we sit, 10-19. Good serve there by Kyla Zapsik. Finds his way forward. Bumped up by, I believe it was Baumgartner. Right-hand attack there by Mia Severson. And that one will go off Rayla Zapsik on that backline. Sub called for the Grove City Griffins. Number 31, taking the plunge. Abigail Maffett onto the court. Catherine Melvin onto the bench. Here we sit, 20-19 or 20-10. Good service there by Baumgartner, handled up to the front line. Alyssa here down to the near side with a right hand attack there by Kuzmi. Baumgartner goes over the shoulder there by Catherine, kept alive by Rayla, finished off by Alyssa, excuse me. Right hand attack there by Severson, goes off that back line and out of bounds off the near side, and it's now 21-10. Hannah Mitchell there with that service. Diving play by Purcell. Goes off Alyssa. Thrown up by Kuzmi, but called for the carry. And the Grove City Griffins grab that one off the back of number 7 in the Patriots black. Griffins lead 22-10 here in the game. First game, this best of 3. Purcell, Alyssa near side. Kuzmi with the right hand attack. Gets that one deep into the zone. Kept alive by Sicily. Goes off Claire center to Severson. And she's not able to crack that one off the bat. And we are back to an 11-point difference. Sophia Maurer, number 15. Good service there. Kept alive off to the top side. Right hand there by Severson to the back. Goes off Purcell. Bumped up by Rayla over the net. Kept alive by number 31. Right hand there by Severson. Goes off Maurer. Kuzmi. Alyssa there to finish that one off. Clara. Charlotte. Mia Severson center. Send that one across. Diving play by Maurer. Not able to grab a hold of that one. And it's now 23-11. Abigail Maffett here with the service. Number 31 in the green. Underhanded service. Keeps that one shallow. Kuzmi. Alyssa down to the top side. Finished off by Kuzmi into the net. Charlotte with a save. Goes off Rayla. Kept alive by Purcell. Finished off there by Rayla on the near side. Charlotte with a set. Severson with a smack down the middle. Goes off 2 defensemen and out of bounds. Match point Griffins. Good underhanded service going off Purcell. Finds a way over off the sidearm there by Rayla. Clara. Charlotte. Severson with a right hand. Looking for the paint. Not able to find it. Maurer goes off Alyssa and back over in 2. Sicily goes off Charlotte. Back to Sicily to finish that one down the far side straight. Maurer with a return. Sicily with a little jungle ball. Goes off Maurer over to Kyla. Now one looks to be finished off there by Alyssa. Baumgartner set by Charlotte. Center. Right hand by Severson. Deep inbounds. And that will do it for game 1. 25-11 the final score. And we'll move into game 2 and bring you back when we're ready to rock and roll once again on the Slippery Rock Sports Network. My name is Gabriel Eisler. Thank you for tuning in. We'll be right back after the break. All right, both teams are starting to take back to the court. Here you can see Luke Good and Keith Eisler off to the left side looking at the board for the scoreboard table. Just give you a little insight in the behind the scenes. take a look at that while the girls take back out to the court for the second game in this best of 3. First 2 games 25. Game 3, if needed, will be to 15. Those games cap out at 27 and 17. Of course, if that timer on your screen does expire, we'll call it early and we'll go home. Well, we won't go home. We'll go into the next game. Looks like both sides ready to rock, ready to roll. Thumbs up from the captains. Here we go. Anna Mitchell here to serve this one up. Tosses that one up and across the pond. Goes off Lily. Set up by Maria. Right hand there by Mia Severson. Kept alive by Maurer to the near side. Kyla able to get that one back. Center. Yakimev there to finish that one over the shoulder. Clara. Maria dumps it off. Kept alive there by Leo on that front side. Secondary and final save there by Zapsik on that near side. Maria. Right hand there by Leah. Not able to get that one over top the net, and she's having a rough start to today. Grove City Griffins lead at 1-0, getting that first strike on the board early on here in the second. Mia Severson here with a serve. Sends that one up and across. Kept alive there by Alyssa. Goes off Leah topside. Flubs it, and that's a double touch. And it will be called out Grove City's way. Mia Severson here, number 1 to serve. Send that one down towards that near side. That returns out of bounds outside the antennas. And it is now 3-0. You see Severson there with a great service going off Alyssa. Goes off Leah. Then back over to Alyssa to finish that off. And that's a point for the Heritage Patriots. First claim to fame. They're only down by 2. Easily comebackable, some might say. Service there by Rayla Zapsik. Goes off Sicily up, not across. Maria tried to get a hold of that one. The net got a better touch on it. Good serve, shallow, kept alive by Clara. Maria bumps that one over to right now to finish that one off. Good handle there by Rayla. Goes off Maurer. Center set to Leah to finish that one off. Diving play by Lily. Sicily there to finish that one off. Handle there by Anna Mitchell. Goes over the net there by Kyla Zapsik. And she finds a point at the end of that rainbow. We're tied at 3s here early on in the second game. Shaping up to be a good best of 3. Service there by Rayla Zapsik. Goes off Sicily right now. Finds his way off Maria to Claire with a right hand. Nice control there by Rayla Zapsik. Goes off to the far side. Right hand attack. Blocked away. Clara Melvin on the front line. 7 serves in. It's 4-3 Griffins. Service there by Maria. Sends up. Down it goes. And it's now 5-3. Maria's serve. Kept along that jump line. Kyla throws it up. Clara throws it down. Griffins now lead by 6, or about 6-3. They're on top. Look them go. Ooh. Good service there by Maria. Top side, out of bounds, and it will be so. Gap is closed to 2 on that one. Yakimev here with the service. Good service there by Leah. Handled by Sicily. Baumgartner, top side, looks for Clara Melvin with the right hand. Able to send that one over. Oh, what a save there by Castrashot on the front side. Right hand there by Clara Melvin. Diving play by Rayla. Scores! And that gap has been closed to 1. Leah Yakimev. Service by 11 in black off that near side and a touch out of bounds. 7-5. Service there by Sicily Reitenauer. Going off of Anna. Thrown up and across, but out of bounds by Maurer on that near side. Griffin's picking up another point. They make it 8-5. Sicily Reitenauer here, the serve. Number 11 in the green. Good try there by Kyla. Nobody wanted to get that on that back line. She stepped in. Just a little too late on the commitment. 9-5. Good service there by Sicily. Diving play. Finds the way off Rayla off the near side. Alyssa finds a set up and across there by Rayla Zapsik. Goes off a few bodies. Thrown over by Melvin. Right hand by Alyssa. Kept alive by Sicily. Baumgartner. Off Clara Melvin to finish that one off. Kept alive there by Rayla off Alyssa. Down to the near side. Maurer here with a left hand attack. Swings and hits her thumb. The gap is now 5. We're playing to 25. Capped out at 27 here in the second game. Service up and across, going off the hand of Rayla. Bumped up there by Leah. Now it's shot across there by Castrojean, and that's a little out of bounds off that far deep end. Griffin's taking up points anywhere they can grab them. Sicily right now to continue the streak, kept alive. For a moment, Leah finds its way off the hand of, right from the get-go. Clara Melvin dumps it down. Sicily right now to serve the 12-5 game. Good service up and across, finding its way back for it. A tipping battle lost, and Alyssa will think about it for a moment. Clara Melvin on the other side of that. And the Griffins pick up their 13th point from it. Sicily right now with that service. Goes off that far side and out of bounds off Kyla Zapsik. Griffins finished yesterday the 3rd seed. Heritage still looking for the first win. Good service there by Sicily. Finds its way off of Rayla. Goes off the near side of Alyssa. Finding its way off of Maurer. Thrown up and across. Lily Baumgartner. Right hand there by Clara Melvin. Off that back line. Thrown over by Kyla on the far side. Diving play by Severson. Diving play by Melvin. That one goes off the far side. Off the hands of Clara. And the Grove City Griffins will give that point over. And we'll see if Heritage can pick up any momentum out of this. Service there by Kyla Zapsik. Return there by Lily. Diving play. Throws it up. Clara Melvin, deep zone. Kept alive there on that back line. Throws forward. And nice touch by Castrojean. Thrown back over by Clara Melvin. Little jungle ball coming from the Grove City defense. Diving play. Finds its way off Baumgartner. Thrown over there by Clara Melvin to the deep line. Finds its way off Leah. Off Kyla. Up and across. Clara with a dump off. And she finds a beautiful block. Some would call it substitution called. Charlotte Melvin will come back onto the court. Number 20. And number 28, Lizzie House, onto the bench. Great service there by Clara Melvin. Thrown up. Severson finds Baumgartner. Back over to Severson. Throws it across. Nice diving play by Kyla. Severson. Baumgartner dumps that one off. Kyla. Alyssa wins the tipping battle. Goes off. Severson back to the Heritage side. Controlled by Alyssa. Looking near side. And able to finish that off on that far near side front. Right in by Severson. Kept alive there by Rayla. That one goes over down to the Alyssa Castrojean, number 1 there for the Patriots. Caught with her hand in the net, and the violation is called 16 now for the Griffins. Good service, hits the net, goes over, and that one goes off the hand of Maurer. Good try on the call, but it's hard to read. Can't blame her one bit. Clara Melvin, here, number 13 to serve. And that goes off a few bodies. And that will be called for a carry. Clara to serve. Good service there. Down it goes. 19-6. The gap is it's apparent. Clara Melvin there with that service. Out of bounds off that back line. And Heritage has a chance. Service there by Maurer. Handled by Sicily. Bumped up by Baumgartner. Topside. Severson with the right hand. And that's on the line. It's out of bounds. Service there by Sophia Maurer. Sophie? Hang on. It's a question I need to answer. And then I have full confidence, so I start doubting myself. Good try there by Rayla Zapsik. But that one will fall a little short of the net. And it's now 20-8. Sub called. Abigail Maffett back on the court. Cicely Reitenauer, number 11, onto the bench. Here's the libero, Lily. Serve, shallow, and that finds a point. Kyla Zapsik diving for it, not able to come up with the ball. And it's now 21-8. Lily with a serve, a little jump serve, a little floater. And that's returned out of bounds off that near side. Griffins now at 22. Good service there by Lily. Return up to Alyssa, thumps that one off, goes off Clara Melvin, over to Severson, tips that one over with that right hand. Right hand there by Alyssa, kept alive by Charlotte, secondary by Severson. Front and center, goes off Charlotte, over the block, diving play by Maurer to throw that one deep, and that lands out of bounds. 23 Griffins, 8 for the Patriots here in the second. Jump serve there by Lily, throws that one up and across, goes off the hand of Leah, off Maurer, over to Alyssa to dump that one over off the side set. Maria, right hand there by Severson, throws it to the back line, and that one lands off the defense and out of bounds. Series point Griffins here, 24-8 on the board here for the second. Just one more. Lily gets a serve. And that one fans on her. The ball just didn't like her. Alyssa Casher's on here, number 1. Good service there, up and across, goes off the hand of Clara, thrown back by Leah, kept alive by Maria, right hand there by Severson, kept alive by Maurer with the return on the first touch. Maria center, Severson, right hand attack, goes off the block, diving play by Maurer on the return, kept alive there by Maffett on the far side, deep. Right hand there by Charlotte, tips it across, out of bounds, outside of the court, inside the antennas though. Alyssa has a little serving to do. Just a little, not a lot. Alyssa Casher's on there with that service deep. And that's on the line. That's in bounds. And that's point number 11 for the Patriots. Alyssa there with that service. Sends it up and across. And that will land out of bounds. And that will do it. Grove City Griffins taking away the series. Moving on to play a little bit later. Not next game, but the game after perhaps. But that will do it for this matchup. 25-11 in both games. And a little double whammy for you to start us off here today. Coming up next, Harvest, CCSI, and another best of 3 here in the winter quarterfinals. But that will do it for the Slip Rock Sports Network for now. We'll be right back with some more volleyball in about a half an hour. Alrighty, well, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the CCSI Eagles and the Harvest Huskies taking on one another here in the winners' quarterfinals here at the beginning of the day. It's almost 9:30, and yesterday, whenever it came to these two teams down on the court, needless to say, Harvest had a little bit of a sweep. So we'll get to see how they rock with it, how they lean with it here this afternoon. Could be different. CCSI later in that day started to pick up their game, started to win a few sets. They won one off of Heritage. They won a couple here, a little couple there. It took a big set off of Grove City later on in that day. So hopefully their confidence moves on into day two. If not, it's going to come down to who they're going to play down in the losers bracket. Of course, we do not know that. It's either going to be First Baptist or Grove City, and both those teams will be a hard match to overcome. Either way, winner of this game goes on to play Slippery Rock at 11:30. Loser goes down to the losers bracket to play that aforementioned loser of the 10:30 game. But either way, both teams out on the court, ready to rock, ready to roll. We have a kind of a makeshift form of I don't know how to call it. We found a workaround for the scoreboard not working, and of course is just stick another one, put it on top of the kitchen. It looks exactly the same as if not. Keith Eisler up there running the scoreboard. We'll see how well he's able to keep on top of it. Here we are here today. CCSI Eagles on the right side of your screen. Harvest Huskies on the left side, attacking to the right, and went for a good one here today. But there's an hour allotted time for each of these matchups. It's a best of three. First two games are 25, cap at 27. Game three, if needed, will be to 15, cap at 17. So I'll do my best to sync the timer on your screen. I'm trying my hardest. I'm focusing as soon as I can get this thing to work. That's close enough. It's like a half second off. Or top side, able to finish that off was Vivian. On that front side, we have a handle coming off. Harvest Huskies in the lead by 2 now with a great attack there. And they're waltzing the disco here tonight. Great attack there off that front. And I'm sure we're going to see a lot of that here this game. Eva Stotler there with that service, sends it off the near side, and that's a touch out of bounds as it lands off the near side. 1-2. Amelia Orr here to serve. Good service up and across, finds its way off of Mariah King, off the hand of Hicks, and that one goes off that far side and unreturned. 4 serves in, we're tied at 2s. Good service there by Amelia Orr. That's inbounds. I like them apples. Fancy. All right, now the scoreboard is it's as close as it's going to get. I'll give you them. Amelia Orr with that service goes off Aaliyah Robb, finds Hicks there with that dump off top side. Amelia Orr gets that one back into the fray off that center lane by Thielman. Right hand attack there by Hostetler. Nice diving play there by, I believe that was Alexis getting that one down and jiggy, and that one will land off that near side and out of bounds. Unfortunate for the Huskies, fortunate for the Eagles. 6 serves in, it's 4-2. Amelia Orr there with that serve, sends it up and across, finds Alexis, goes off Aaliyah Robb, right hand there by Alexis, over top the netting. Hostetler goes off Amelia Orr near side. Vivian with the right hand attack, goes off that near side, out of bounds, and the Harvest Huskies will pick up point 3. I'm going to find that angle, that sweet spot, that zestiness, that top note, some might say. Hicks there with that service, sends it up and across, diving play there, returned by Hostetler, finding his way off Alexis. Aaliyah Robb center to Black here with a right-handed attack, goes on to the back line. Vivian, Amelia, off Emily and up and across, finds its way off Eva. Aaliyah Robb topside looking for Alexis with a right-handed attack down to the near side, or this, I guess that's just center field. Potato, tomato, good serve, or good spike there by Vivian. Robb, center, looks for Black, right-handed attack, goes deep into the zone, returned back up to the front line, finding his way off Hostetler near side to Vivian there with a right-hand attack, not able to cut that one across. And we have a 4-4 ball game. Service there by Hicks, up and across, diving play by Hostetler there with a return. Hicks gets that one to the front line. Rob here, the back bump, finds its way off Alexis and over top the netting. Amelia Orr finds a right hand there, goes off the hand of Hostetler. On a good attack, Rob sets it topside. Alexis there off the block, diving play by Joe Lissa, and that's finished off by Emily on the front. Aaliyah, right hand by Anna. That one goes off that backline. Gingerich almost getting a piece of that, but not quite. 5-4, now the score, Huskies back on top. Hicks there with that service. Gingerich, or far side to Vivian on that front line. Just gets a little too ahead of herself. That one comes back down out of bounds. Hicks with that service. Goes off Hostetler, off that near side and out. 7-4. Service there by Hicks. Going off Thielman. Amelia Orr. Right hand across there by Hostetler. Nice control there by Alexis. Punched back up by Aaliyah Robb. Right hand by Black, and that's out of bounds. Here's Vivian with it now. A good underhanded service. Goes off Mariah King. Set up by Black. Top side Alexis here with a right hand attack. And she scores! If I failed to mention it, the first two games are at 25, capped at 27. If we go into a game 3, it's 15, capped at 17. Timer on your screen. If it expires, whatever team has the lead will take that victory. And if it is tied at that time, play out the remainder of the set. Winner of that set takes home the victory. Good handle there by Mariah King on that front line, finding its way off Amelia Orr, off Thielman. Center here with a right hand by Hostetler. Scores! Eagles on getting back into the ring. They're only down by 2. One step at a time, a serve for a serve. Starting to build that momentum back. Good handle there by Emily Hostetler on that serve. Goes off Rob, topside right hand there by Alexis on the far side front. That goes off Orr and out of bounds. The gap has been grown back to 3. Good serve by Alexis. Goes off Vivian. Diving play. Amelia Orr not able to get a hold of that one. And the gap has grown to 10. Not to 10. It's grown to 4. I can do math. I'm just reading numbers wrong. Good service there by Alexis. Diving play there by Vivian. Goes off the hand of Amelia Orr. Punched up, but not across. Thielman getting a touch on that. Huskies now lead 11-6. Good service up and across. Goes off Hostetler. Over the shoulder there by Orr. Finding his way off Aaliyah Robb. Topside right hand attack there by Eva. And she scores! I think the clock is a little bit faster than mine. I'll see if I can adjust that as time goes on. When it gets closer, it'll actually matter. But right now, not so much. Aaliyah Robb gets that one back towards the topside right hand. Over top the netting. Esther there on that front line playing the defensive game for CCSI. That one comes over there by Eva Stotler. Goes off or down the near side by Thielman. Right hand there by Gingerich into the deep zone. Kept alive there by Alexis. Thrown back off Mariah King. Alexis there to touch that one front and side. And that one goes off a few bodies and down in the Placo machine in favor of the Harvest Huskies. They lead 13-6 here in game 1. That one goes off the near side a little too far. Thielman with a service. Goes off Alexis, bumped up by Rob, down the near side, out of bounds. Shiloh Thielman here with the serve. Good service there. Goes off Mariah King. Aaliyah Robb sets that one shallow. Gingerich keeps it alive off the libero. Diving for that one. Thielman not able to get a hold of that one. And we have ourselves a 14-8 difference. Aaliyah Robb there with that serve. Going off Gingerich. Kept alive by Orr. Bumped up and across there by Jalissa, and that will be the end of that. Service there by Aaliyah Robb. Hits the net. That one goes down without a second contestant. Jalissa there with that serve. Gets it up and across. Out of bounds off the back line. Huskies, 9 for the Eagles. Mariah King, number 10 to serve. Good service, shallow at that jump line, goes off Thielman, kept alive by Vivian, top side, that's finished off by Amelia Orr. Hefty back to that back line, played by King, right hand by Black, that's out of bounds. And the Eagles will pick up point 10. Serve there to send it up across. That's a little out of bounds off that far side, called by Mr. Couvert, the far side line judge. On the near side, we have Kuzmi from the Heritage Patriots. Harvest leads 17-10. Good service there, makes it 18-10. Eva Stoller was the one to serve. Timeout by the CCSI Eagles. It's 18-10 when we come back. Taking a look back at the schedule coming up next at 10:30. First Baptist Mighty Eagles taking on the Grove City Griffins. A little rematch from what we had last night. Those games, something to behold. A little bit of a rivalry. Two very local teams. I don't know if they play each other in the regular season, but because First Baptist is in the SWCAC, Grove City is not. So I don't get to see a lot of each other during the regular season, but in these tournaments, they do get to have a taste of that kind of rivalry. They're very equal in skill set, so that 10:30 game is going to be a great one. Not going to want to miss that if you can. Winner of this goes on to play at 11:30 against Slippery Rock Homeschoolers. And then the loser will be going down to play the loser of First Baptist in Grove City at 1 o'clock. So we're back in the ball game. It's 18-10. Service by Eva, sends that one up and across, thrown up by Thielman. Hits the ceiling, comes down unexpectedly right into the bread basket of Esther, number 17. Playing 25, capped by 27 here in the first game. Eva there with that service, sends it across. Diving play there by Thielman. Back line goes off the hand of Esther slightly. Not able to grab that one and throw it back into orbit. 20 now for the Huskies, 10 for the Eagles. Eva Stotler's shallow serve, that hits the net. That goes down. Gap is close to 9. The service there by Orr, and right off the face of Alexis. And it's now an 8-point gap. Orr with the service, sends it up and across, handled by Eva. Aaliyah Robb to that front side, finds Alexis there to bump that one up and across. Diving play by Hostetler goes off the near side by Thielman, thrown over there by Gingrich. Mariah King set up and across there by Hicks. Esther, Amelia, near side Vivian with a right hand into the deep zone, kept alive there by Eva, finds his way off Hicks, top side. Alexis with a right hand, hits the net, and that one goes out off that far side. Looks like Jacob's going to get the nod to the court for the first time here in day 2. Came out pretty prominently there in that first day. See what she can do there on that middle back. Good service there by Amelia Orr, handled by Eva. Goes off the fist of Black and over top the netting. Gingrich topside Thielman with a touch out of bounds. Now one will crawl its way back over to the Huskies side for the serve. Here's number 7 Hicks with the serve. Shallow off Thielman, and there's a Husky point. Good spot on the serve. Very hard to play with. She sees opportunity on that front doorstep. CCSI playing a little bit deep. Hicks there with that serve, sends it up and across. Handled by Thielman, goes off Amelia Orr. Back over to Vivian, right hand attack, stopped by Black against the net, and over the line is called underneath. Shyla Thielman caught with her hand in the cookie jar, number 7 in the lime green. 23 Huskies, 13 Eagles here in the first. Good service there by Hicks, goes off to Amelia Orr, bumps this one down near side. Hostetler there with the right hand, hits the net, and that one doesn't get the pass go. The Huskies looking at match point right now. Just need one more to close out this first game and get themselves into the next chapter. 11's the gap. Service there by Hicks. Kept alive by Hostetler. Off or down to the near side. Hostetler there with the right hand. Hits the net, and that one doesn't get to go. And that will be the end of game number 1. 25-13, the final score. And we'll move on into the next matchup and bring you back when we're ready to rock and roll once again. Once again, if you're just tuning in, all these games are best of 3, 25, 25, and 15. And those first 2 games cap at 27. That third game caps at 17. But winner of this game goes on to play Slippery Rock at 11:30. Loser goes down to play at 1 o'clock against the loser of the First Baptist and Grove City matchup there at 10:30. Coming up next, and you're not going to want to miss that one. That's a great matchup. A lot of fans show up for it. Makes it loud, makes them proud, and will be interesting. But yeah. Yesterday, CCSI got to a late start. The further along they played in the day, the better they got. Maybe it'll be true here today. There's a lot of downtime between the games here on Saturday. 1 hour, a lot of time slots for all these games. So as long as they get it in while the getting's good, it's all that will matter. We got referee Lou in the stand for this one. Referee Ann on the far side, standing on the floor. Hope their shoes are comfy, because mine are not. And I remember I got home last night. For those of you who want the little insider information, I got home last night. I sat down to watch the Penguin game at 10. And my goodness, my feet were aching. They were not happy with me whatsoever. But such is life. You live, you laugh, you love. Something like that. We'll be moving on to game 2. Game 1 going 25-13 in favor of Harvest. We'll see if they can hang on to it and rock with it and carry that momentum over into game 2. Say last game, we had a half an hour break after a 2-game sweep coming off from the Grove City and Heritage matchup. Grove City won both games 25-11. So we had a little bit of downtime. But looks like both teams back on the court, looking to get ready to rock, ready to roll again. Here's the detailed standings continued on from yesterday to today. Harvest having a pretty even point differential up until the last few matches. And CCSI starting off on a rough patch, a 4-10 or a 421 loss against Slippery Rock. And the second game didn't go a whole lot better. But they got their hardest match out of the way first and foremost. And, can't really complain too much about that. CCSI on the right side, Harvest on the left. Amelia Orr to start the serve for the Eagles. On your right, going left. Good service there. Finds his way off. Alexis finished off by Hicks. Orr getting that one forward. Thielman down to the near side. Vivian here with a nice right-hander into the deep corner. Kept alive there by Alexis off. Eva down to the near side. Hicks there to bump that one up and across back to the Eagles territory. Near side set by Orr. Vivian there bumps that one up and across. Eva near side. Hicks here with a set. Back center. Right hand attack there by Black. Goes off the net, and that one goes down for the count. There's strike on the board going back to the CCSI corner. It's 1-0 for them. Amelia Orr there with that service. Goes up over. Kept alive by Mariah King off of Black. Tipped up and across there by Eva Stotler. Off the right hand on that front line. It looked like that's not Vivian. That's a completely different person. That's Vivian on the near side touching that one. But I have not seen 22 yet this tournament, so I will reacquaint myself with the roster. I had full confidence. I was going to have to look at this today. Corey Leitner on that front line. Got the triple treat out there from the Leitners. There's Vivian. Good service up and across the serve there, 2-1 lead. Hicks up into the net, and that one swung at by Anna Black on that front line, not able to rock and lean with that one. Vivian here, the second oldest of the 3 that are on the court right now, Esther being the oldest. Good service there by Vivian, sends it up and across from that back line. Eva finds its way off. Hicks top side. Alexis hits the top of the net, and that one is stopped short. It's now 4-1. Eagles lead. Good underhanded service by Vivian. That would have been a tight one. Close, but not close enough. Hicks with the serve. Goes off Gingrich. Tipped across by Orr. Alexis. Rob. Center to Black. Right hand attack off the net. Diving play there by Vivian. Diving play by Orr. Keeps it alive. Bumped across there by Gingrich. And we play on. Rob. Center. Good handle there by Alexis on that far side. Orr finds his way off Thielman over to Corey Leitner there with that finishing touch. Rob. Center. Black with a tip up and across deep into the zone. That one goes off that back line. Esther gets a piece of it. But it says no, and it doesn't like her, at least for now. Huskies picking up their 3rd point. Is that score right? It's up in the near side set. Finds Gingrich here with an attack. Goes over. Scores! I said, is that score right? Holding the button longer before you start talking. Serve up. Corey Leitner not able to get that one across. Good service there by Anna Black. Goes out of bounds off that near side. Eagles pick up another one. Good service there by Shyla Thielman. Handled up by Anna Black. Aaliyah Robb finds his way back over off the right hand of Alexis. Up and across goes off Orr. Back over to Esther to finish that one off. On the far side was Orr. Robb, center. Mariah King there with that finishing touch. In the net is the call, and then will be coming back out for the Husky side. Score on the board is 5-6. Just trying to confirm that with the scorekeeper on the crossways. Corey goes off Thielman. Bumped up and across there by Vivian. Good handle there to the front line. Goes off Aaliyah Robb over top the netting. Punched right over by Gingrich on that near side. Going off Eva. Tipped up and across there by Robb. Nice control there by Jalissa. Finds Orr to throw that one across. Nice diving play off Alexis in the net. And that will come down at the feet of Aaliyah Robb. CCSI picking up their 7th here in the 2nd game. Or the 2nd set, some would say. Though some would be correct. In my mind, it's games in a series, because hockey, that's just where my mind's at. Leah Robb top side. Eva Stotler there with a nice right-handed attack. Up alive there by Gingrich, finding his way off or down to the near side. Vivian here with a nice hit. Out of bounds! Off the tip the call. CTSI picking up point number 8 at the end of that math. They lead by 3. Good serve there by Jalissa. Diving play. Finds his way off Alexis. Leah Robb back to Alexis with a right-handed attack. Keeps this one to the back line. Corey, near side Orr. Esther there finishing that off on the front middle. Black, Robb, top side. Stotler with a right hand, deep zone, out of bounds. And that will go back to the Eagles' efforts. Serve there by Gingrich, top side, goes off Eva. Aaliyah Robb finds his way back over to Eva on the far side. That's a point for the Harvest Huskies. 6 Harvest, 9 for CCSI. Good service there by Aaliyah Robb. Diving for that one. Corey Leitner on that backside, not able to get underneath it in time. Harvest picking up another point from that. Makes it 7-9. The service there by Aaliyah Robb finds his way off Thielman, hits the ceiling, comes back off Robb to the near side, or off of Orr on the near side. Vivian getting a crack at that one, not able to make contact. Not able to power hit that one back out into the deep zone. Aaliyah Robb here with the ball. Good handle there by Jalissa, goes off of Orr. Finalized there by Esther on the far side. Diving play by Eva. Goes up over the hand of Mariah King. Alexis didn't want to punch her in the face. And we are back to a 2-point difference. CCSI leads it 10-8. Sub called. Emily Hostetler there, subbing back in for Corey Leitner. We'll take a seat back on the bench. 6 dressed here for this game. 7 dressed for this game. That black jersey over there is libero number 6 for the CCSI Eagles. Good handle there by Hicks. Tipped up and across there by Eva. Kept alive by Vivian. Thrown up against the net in the no man's lane. Kept alive by Orr with a great dig out. Finds his way off Vivian. And that's inbounds! 8-11. Or I guess 11 serving 8. CCSI is on top. Good service there by Esther, the eldest of the three here tonight. Punched up and across by Alexis. Thielman throws it across off of the hand of Mariah King on the far side front. That one does not pass go and does not collect $200. Here we are with a 12-8 difference on the board. CCSI Eagles taking the better parts of the chances so far. I'm going to see if they can continue it on in towards the end of the second. Good handle there on that service by Esther. Topside Eva with the right hand deep out of bounds. CCSI tags on the 13th. Timeout called by the Harvest Huskies, 8-13 when we come back here in Game 2. Harvest leads the series, but not the game. After this game's over, First Baptist Grove City going to be taking on one another at 10:30 sharp. Loser of that game plays loser of this game down at 1 o'clock, down at the bottom of your screen. And winner of this game will move on to 11:30 to take on the Slippery Rock Panthers. Slippery Rock not dropping a set will be a tough match for whichever of these teams move on out of the duo on the court right now. But do not envy them. Volleyball is a tough sport, physically demanding, and I am out of shape. So watching this makes me winded a little bit. But yeah. Scoreboard keeper talking to scorebook keeper. Let's talk to the scoreboard keeper. Taking this one back down to the court. 8-13 is what is shown on the board. Not sure if that's right. Well, if that changes, I'll change it on my screen as well. But whatever the scoreboard says up on top of the kitchen is what we will go by. Eva there with a send-off, finding his way off Thielman, finding his way up, or wins the joust spot with Mariah King. Eva goes off Hicks, topside. Eva there to finish that one off. Finds Thielman. Amelia Orr, right hand there by Vivian, finds his way down the straight, scores! And it's now 14-8. Here's Esther Leitner. Esther with a great service. Eva. Hicks back to Eva on the far side. Tips that one up and across. Handled there by Orr. Finds Hostetler down to the near side to Vivian to bump that one up and across. Right hand attack there by Stotler. Nice control there off of Thielman. Orr down to the near side. Vivian here with a nice right-hander. Across for a cut attack. But lobs it up a little bit too far into the atmosphere. 9 now for the Huskies. 14 remains for the Eagles. Service there by Mariah King, up and across, finding its way off the hands of Gingerich, off the near side by Esther, back to Gingerich, throws it over with some power, finds Alexis in that deep far corner, and that finds nobody on that second touch except the floor. Jacobs onto the court, Mariah King onto the bench, 10 off, 6 on for the Harvest Huskies. Eagles lead this one, 15-9. Amelia Orr. Good service there by 2 in green. Goes off of Rob. Finds a way off Hicks. Topside at Black with the right hand. Kept alive by Orr. Finds Thielman off to the near side. Finds a right hand there by Vivian Leitner. Jacobs. Hicks. Center to Black. Good try on that one, but that'll be touch 4 on the return, and that will be a CCSI point. Good service there by Amelia Orr, controlled by Rob. Topside Hicks finds Black here with a bump up and across. First touch Esther, second by Orr, down to the near side. Vivian there with that bump off that side arm from that back line. Alexis finds his way to Hicks, down center. Black with the right hand, scores! Harvest taking this one back to a 6-point gap. They find themselves at 10. They need 15 more. Eva there with a great serve, going off Gingerich, finds his way off, or back to Hostetler with a right hand, hits the net, and that doesn't pass go. Service there by Eva, up and across, diving for that one. Gingerich on that return. Alexis Hicks throws it over, and in between 3 players, Vivian, Jalissa, Emily, kind of looking at each other, wondering who should have got that. Vivian, the only one able to take a swing at it. Good service there by Eva Stotler, finding its way off. Gingerich forward, or here the dump off finds his way off. Hicks topside Alexis there with that second hit to return. Goes off the body of Esther on that back line, number 17 in green. And the Huskies will find themselves at point 13. Good serve there off that near side. Thielman finds its way back line, goes off the hand of Esther. Finalized there by Vivian on that back line, 23 in green. Finds Jacobs off Hicks, center for Black to finish that one off. Or Thielman back near side, finds Hostetler on that front center. Eva, top near side, or I guess center set, right hand attack. A little bit of net contact, but nothing called. And the Harvest Huskies will take up point 14. Could have just been the ball. My eyes could deceive me. Referee Lou's got the best view in the house. Service there by Eva, throws it up and across, scores! And that's a service ace. Timeout called by the CCSI Eagles, 15-16, when we come back here on the Slippery Rock Sports Network. Alrighty, both teams starting to get back out on the court, ready to rock, ready to roll once again. 29 minutes remaining in this game. If it is needed to call it early, Harvest has the serve. Here's Eva with it, serving the 15-16 gap, and that's on the line, and we're tied up here in the second. Scoreboard in front of you does not work. Don't know what happened. The control panel just fried this morning, so we got the old one on top of the kitchen. Keith Eisler up there managing that one. So that's what we're going off of today. Jalissa Ort, near side, Thielman with the right hand. Kept alive by Alexis, near side Hicks. Back center here for Black with a right-handed attack down the center. Goes off Gingerich, goes off Thielman. Here with the right hand is Hostetler off that front center. Rob finds his way off Hicks. Bumped up and across there by Black on that front line. Esther Orr is over to Hostetler there with a right-handed attack. Kept alive there by Eva on the back line. Hicks back center. Rob with Black with a nice attack there for the Harvest Huskies. Thielman there to finish that one off. Number 7 in the green. Rob front center. Finds his way off Hicks top side. Alexis with a right hand down into center field. Kept alive by Esther for the CCSI Eagles. Vivian Orr to finish it over the shoulder. Diving play. Jacobs not able to grab a hold of that one. And it is now 17-16. The Eagles just needed to get warmed up. The second game is theirs. Now that I've said that, it won't be. Right hand there by Alexis. Off of the back line, and hey, how about them apples? That's crazy. We're tied at 17s here in game 2. Here's Hicks with the service. Off that near side, Jalissa diving for that one. Hostetler on the far side, not able to get underneath it. Harvest have their first lead in a hot second. They're up 18-17 here in the second.